This is Alex Hormozi's number one strategy to becoming a millionaire.
Suck at something, work for free lots of times, suck less, wait until people ask for free work and you can't take them on. Now you have more demand than you have supply, begin to charge money, boot out the free clients for paid clients, and then offer to keep working with those clients for money. Congrats, you have a business.
So I will say, I agree with that.
Yeah,
now, here's a counterpoint to that. It is hard to take people from free to paying for a service.
Totally.
What is your way around that?
Well, it depends. So it depends on how high value the service is, number one. And number two is we start with free because you need to get reps because you probably suck. So it's like you're really getting free feedback from people that otherwise shouldn't because you will be terrible. But the transitioning people from free to paid really comes down to just how good you are. And if you are like, so for example, if I was redoing all your YouTube thumbnails and I said I would do it for free, now at your level, so everyone who's listening, don't immediately DM Graham because he already has somebody.
Dude.
Right. But like the thing is go for somebody who's like 1/10 of Graham's size, who can't really afford it. Give that guy the thumbnails. And if your thumbnails beat his thumbnails, he will. If you're like, okay, well, I have now all these people who are paying me, so you can pay me what they're paying me, or I'm just gonna. He'll either pay if he's making any money on his channel or he won't. But the idea is you want to get your roster filled so that at that point, and I think part of this, I give this as advice because a lot of people in the beginning don't believe they can charge anything. And so it's like, fine, don't charge, get better. And then once you literally can't take people on, it's like, dude, I can't take you on. And then they're like, well, what would it take? And you're like, oh, money. I could do that. I could do it for money. And then now it's like you actually can help someone break through the belief of like, yeah, you can ask for money for stuff.
Do you think there's something to look out for people who just want something for free and will never pay for it?
Well, I'll say this. My big caveat for free, if I'm going to give it away, is I'll give something away for free. I'll give stuff away for free that costs me money if it's to a qualified prospect. So if I'm trying to get into enterprise IT services, right? I'm not going to start with a local dry cleaning business who can't afford what I would like to eventually charge. So I want somebody who has BANT, which is budget, authority, need, timing. Do they have the money to spend? Do they have the authority to make the decision? Do they have the need for this specific thing? Is now a good time? If I can get those four things, I'll give that person free stuff. Like if it's like, hey, I'm only doing back massages for billionaires. Fine. Then you got to be a billionaire and I'll give it to you for free. Eventually I'll charge. But no, the homeless guy on the corner of the street will also take free massages, but he'll never be able to pay. And so it's not that we want to give free to anyone. It's just that we want to get the most qualified prospects, get good feedback from those customers, which we should treat them like customers so that we can then eventually charge people just like them based on the feedback that we got.
Alex Hormozi's underlying theme here is turning demand into money. So here's how to turn Alex Hormozi's suggestion into reality. Precursor, I help businesses make more money using YouTube. I'm going to tell you exactly how you could make a business out of this too, based on what I've seen with my clients. In this example, I'll even cover how one client made $330,000 in just 5 months using our strategies. Step number 1, you've just got to start building an audience giving information away for free. So how might someone do that? For example, one of my firms are a wealth management, a finance company who manages money for rich people. That's what they do. So how did they go about getting more clients and scaling their business? They started posting videos on YouTube, giving away information for free. It cultivated an audience. They were already experts on a niche, on a certain sector, and they just started posting videos, a bit like the way I'm presenting to you now. Just information which people can find useful, and then let's see what happens. And it's done an amazing job at growing their business. To start with, all you got to do is just start creating videos which people find of interest and of value. Step number 2, which is how one of my clients ended up making $330,000 in 5 months, is you can then let your audience know that you're able to help them if they need it, if they want to. It's up to them. It's not a hard sell. You can be talking about the services you're able to provide, and you can tell them, if you need help with this, send us an email. Our email is in the description below. What did this client do? Well, this client who made $330,000 in just 5 months is an attorney. He is an attorney for veterans in the US who have had an issue while they were serving and they needed to make a claim, or they weren't happy with the current claim they had. And he was just making videos on this content. We were able to help him with certain strategies to make that perform really well in the YouTube algorithm. But he was making content helping veterans. And he was letting them know, saying, hey, if you've suffered with this problem, we've got a solution and we can help you. Feel free to drop us an email if you're interested. No hard sell, nothing like that. And then all of a sudden, there was a huge amount of demand for their services, which put them in a massive position of power, a bit like what Alex Hormozi said earlier, which is, oh, I'm sorry, I can't take you on anymore. This firm is then able to have a huge amount of demand for their services, which they're then able to charge for. The third key point here is basically fuck around and find out. Once you've got a load of people who are potentially interested in any of your services, you can then experiment with different business models, different services, different ideas. You can try different product packages. You can try different ways of charging people. You can start charging per item. You can then build retainers and subscriptions for your services or for anything else you maybe want to do. But once you solve that demand problem, everything else becomes 10 times easier. And it then means you're constantly got a new stream of people who are potentially interested in your services. I hope this helped. If it helped at all, why not consider hitting subscribe? Cheers.